Hey up lads and lasses, Damfire here, back again with some more GR2 content for you today. So today we're going to do some quick tips for beginners and sort of intermediate sort of level. And it's just a quick, try to do this sort of thing to sort of keep you up with the pace of the game and the other players. So yeah, first off, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And yeah, other than that, we'll get into it. So the first one, and probably one of the most important ones, is your mining fleets. You need to make sure that you got a blast frigate. That's the basic frigate that you see in the Federal, the one that they give you at the very start. Oh, it's there. Why am I trying to scroll right? Anyway, so yeah, the reason for this is the second ability, fleet mining capacity increased by 16%. This gives you 16% faster mining capacity, so it doesn't affect the warehouses, it affects the amount of like the amount that you bring in per hour. So very, very important to grab hold of that, because that's basically where you're going to get most of your income from for this game. So making sure you got 4 or 5, depending on how many of the mining slots you've unlocked, but always if you get a new slot unlocked, just go farm another frigate. You can do it in one day. It's really, really easy. World 1, World 2, between those two, you can get your, I think it's 20 comms for it in one day, and you're done. There you go. You got another mining frigate out. Upgrade it a little bit to get hold of that warship feature, and you're good to go. And yeah, just plonk a blast in every single one. I've got blast in here. I've got blasts in here. Fogs, another one, really good for mining as well, because you can farm them really easily. Just slap them in. This is order 1-1, but it's got a big warehouse, so that's increasing my mining time. So yeah, number 1, blast frigates are oddly the key to victory. But there you go. 2, R&D, really, really important, this R&D window, which you can't see because I'm currently making a snaking cannon. But yeah, R&D, really, really important. And the best way to keep up with this, and the way that I recommend, is when you're in your joint ops and you're just starting out, try and get as far into the joint ops as you can, and hopefully get up to the point where you can get to 18. If you get, 19 even, Bitter Prometheus. At 19, you get the advanced map for missiles. That's not the one I'm talking about. That's the one I want to be talking about. 17. False Melanie Permine. You get the developed the core material for projectiles. So this lets you go from T2 projectiles to T3 projectiles. Every single day while you're still running tornadoes, and you will be running tornadoes for a while, and potentially into monsters, you want to be going down to, I think it's 4 or 5 or 6. Do your 5 joint ops here. Then with your spare Krypton, spend for 5 more goes. You should be able to do this daily with no issue. Get your other 5 goes at joint ops, and then come over and start dealing with the 17, the false Melanie Permine, and get the other lot of these. These will substantially increase your damage, like right off the bat. Between T2 and T3, it's a 30% damage increase, just from a T2 level 10 to T3 level 1. So absolutely worth going for, and I highly recommend doing that. So definitely try and do that. It'll help you out a lot, and you will keep up with all the other players, including the people that are spending loads of money on this game. Third up, monster comms. You should be getting one, regardless of whatever you think you want to be flying. At some point, you will go, okay, this isn't working out for me. I should have got a monster. Generally, just get monsters. They're amazingly powerful ships. They're very, very easy to set up and use. They use the same weapons as your tornadoes, so you can scrap a tornado for it. pull all the weapons off your tornado and stick it on the monster, and you'll instantly get an increase in damage, increase of tank, and it will help you get through the storyline much easier. The basic builds around monsters are projectiles. So using, in my case, I'm using blue snaking cannons because they're loads of damage. They deal more damage than Gorse, and you don't need specific crit damage buffs and stuff like that to make them work. You just need good rolls with good kinetic damage and CDR if you can get it. We've been testing CDR out on these now. It does seem to be a little bit more efficient, but more testing will be done on that. Once you've got to a nice point, this is a good build. This is a very good build. This has got only the one tactical. Ignore tacticals for the most parts as well, by the way. They do not deal enough damage per second compared to just having a ship full of guns. PT guns that I just threw off this monster is also really good. These apply fragile. Fragile increase your crit damage, just really good weapons in general. Even if you haven't got crit damage builds, you're just going to get an increased damage overall from it anyway, so recommend a single PT at least on a monster, and the rest snaking cannons. You can go Gorse if you want to go Gorse. Just bear in mind that if you are going Gorse, you want crit rate, crit damage a little bit more. To get monsters, you need to go into the arena. Now, tip number 4 for arena. This one's really good and sort of cheaty, which has not been fixed by the developers. It's been pointed out to the developers. Basically, use one ship. When you go into arena, remove your other 3 ships, put your one most powerful ship on, and just keep attacking. The AI in the arena, the bots that you find in arena, will only be running BR equivalent to your one ship. And if your one ship's BR is high enough, you get to a point where the one ship's potential just outweighs what the AI can put 4 ships forward for, and you will just completely annihilate the 4 ships every single time. So because it works off BR, one ship. I ran a tornado for this for a long time, and I was getting up into the legendary ranks on this server on S33 with no issue. And then once my monster was set up, you know, I'm legendary rank 5 every week, which gives me more points and it gets me more comms for the monster. So really important, get your comms for your monster every week and try and pick up the advanced battleship comms as well. This can potentially give you more monster comms, which is fantastic, or it can give other stuff as well. So yeah, that's what my recommendation there is. And then number 5 is a little trick for story mode missions. If you're struggling quite a lot in story mode missions, you can try this tactic out. It doesn't work on all story mode missions, but it does work on quite a few, and that is the corner tank. This is where you're going to bring all of your ships into the corner. I'm going to show you here. This is a replay of when I was doing it. So as you can see, straight off the bat, I've turned my ships around. They're all moving down in this trajectory into this corner. As they're moving this way, if they've got long enough range weapons, you can take a few ships out on the way. And as they breach this corner, the faster ships here will get into a better position to hit you. But that also means you can hit them. This leaves the slower ships, which are usually the higher damaging ships, right at the back, so you can deal with them later on. You're just killing some DPS here, and less DPS against you means your tank's just more effective. So yeah, I do definitely recommend trying this one out. As you can see, I've pulled right into the corner now. I can start moving the tornado around a little bit. The Unicorn is not a good ship for this. I don't recommend the Unicorn at all. Because in this mode, it doesn't do anything when you're trying to do a corner tank until it gets into the corner, because it can't shoot backwards or sideways or anything like that. So here we go. Now I'm dealing with that fog that's come into range. I'm just going to burst it down quick. We've got our monster just, again, like I said, it's dishing out tons of damage here. We got a Legion, which I should probably have hit Flame Out on by now. I'm not quite sure why I've done that. I'm guessing I've got it moving to try and get into the way and keep the monster alive, as that is my biggest damage ship, and losing that hurts a lot. I barely managed through this. I was much lower BR than the recommended BR for this mission. So just to show you that you can do missions that are high BR, well, higher recommended BR than you currently have quite easily. You just need to use some special tactics, as White Raw would say, if you ever played StarCraft 2 and StarCraft 1 even back in the day. Special tactics, Russian pro player, really cool. Yeah, so some special tactics for you there is the corner tank. Works quite well. We lose the unicorn, but like I said, it's a terrible ship. Just don't build one. That's my recommendation with the unicorn. People have asked me, what do you recommend setups with the unicorn? Just don't do it. Just don't build it. Yeah, that's my recommendation. And a couple of other ones. We got some little bonus tips for you. So the tornadoes. This is more of a reminder because I have done a video specifically on doing this in one of my guides. 5-3, you get tornado comms. 5-5, you get more tornado comms. And I believe it's 6-5, you'll get more tornado comms. 6-5 or 4-5, you'll get more tornado comms. Just grab hold of all the tornado comms you can every day. Getting one tornado, if you start struggling in the story, get a second tornado. Until you get a monster out, you can keep building tornadoes and maxing the reforms on them as willy-nilly as you'd like. And yeah, not a problem. Last bonus tip. If you click on your ship, here in the main menu, a little icon appears. If you click that icon, you can change the ship that's in the main menu screen. Like, say I want to show the Fell Hunter. But you hit show here now. There's the Fell Hunter in the main menu. I've had this question asked quite a lot recently, so there you go. It's one of the bonus tips. Anyway, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you next time.